In today's Clash Royale video, we're gonna take a look once again at the best Clash Royale player on Earth, Mohamed. And I'm gonna tell you why he's by far the best player in the world and what can actually help you out of his gameplay to improve your own gameplay. In case you guys don't want to miss any videos just like that in the future, make sure to subscribe and also make sure to use creator code Morten in the shop. Really thank you so much for all the support. Now we're gonna go directly into his games. Let's go. So guys, this is actually the final from Mohamed versus Tar. I guess Tar is a player which most of you guys, if you're not following the competitive scene, I guess he doesn't have the biggest name in the scene for you guys at least, but I know, I mean, most pros know that Tar is currently, I guess, a top 5, top 3 player on the planet. He's so good, he's grinding a lot, and currently he does a really good job. So Mo actually lost the first game against Faust, as always. Mo always loses the first game, so this is like what kind of, if you want to win a competition or if you want to win against Mo, then it's in the first game, otherwise there's no chance. So Mo is actually using a really good Logbait deck. Also Logbait deck, which I think, yeah, like I also showed like in a different version. It's like similar also to the mine deck. And as I said, he loves Princess Brew. In case you guys didn't check out yesterday's video, I showed you like a minor Prince control deck. He also uses deck in the monthly finals. It's so good. As you guys can see here, which is really interesting, Mo plays so aggressive. Mo plays so aggressive here on the left hand side. And he's just able to take tower there. So Tar's just gonna let this go because Barbs are out of cycle. And now he just decides to go in for this here at the bridge. So just gonna go most likely for Princess here in the back. And now Mo is just gonna go for this really good arrow. So I think the Princess could have played a bit better to the opposite lane, but overall it's still fine. And this is like a tower trade. So normally you could think, okay, maybe a tower trade is pretty good, but look at this now. So the Knight will be able to get a ton of value here. And this is like what Mo really does. He knows always how much elixir the opponent has in which cards he has in cycle. So really good amount of chip damage Mo is going to be able to get there. On the right hand side, Prince is going to come down and gets a ton of value. So this is looking really good for Mo, right? So really aggressive start, but this is like what Mo makes so good. I think we're just going to go start with the first point. Is like he knows how to play every single matchup, and this is like really important, especially in competitive play. So there are players which are really good with like one deck. They're really good with 2 decks, maybe 3 decks, but there are always matchups which you need to practice with because they're maybe a bit weirder, which because not a ton of people are playing this type of decks, which you can also not play against on ladder, right? So there are like some decks nobody really used on ladder but using competitive. At least example like this specific Logbait version, I never saw like really somebody playing this on ladder, or like besides Mo himself. So like they're more like different, or like more of the different bait decks, but a really good prediction against Evolution Bomber. Like the normal one of Tesla, Espirit and so on, which is really popular. But like Mo actually practice this matchup. This is like where I'm also practicing with Mo sometimes. Whenever I find the time, whenever I'm like competitions gonna go up, like having this type of matchups, playing this matchup, switching up matchups, this is really important because sometimes you lose in these matchups, the opponent's gonna, like, then you're switching this, the other one's gonna win, and then you want to find out what did the opponent do better. Was it just starting hand? What are the ways to win? And even like there's a really bad matchup, there's still sometimes 1 or 2 chances to win these ones, and this is what makes it really important. So what Mo's gonna be able to do like really well is gonna stack up Teslas, and he wants to have the little Prince on the map as long as he can. Why? 3-card cycle, more barrels. Now he just goes in again because he knows Arrow's out of cycle. He can just go for a Knight here because he knows like Barb's out of hand. He just gets like the next Princess down. And he just absolutely demolishing Tar's cycle, bro. He goes in for Evolution Tesla really low because he can. And now Tar once again goes in for this here in the back. So he now just goes in for his is he gonna go to the Prince to the left hand side? I think he goes in, he goes actually in, which is interesting. So Barbs are gonna come down, but still Goblins on the tower, just goes like the Princess. And now I think his next like Lava Hound is gonna come down. So Evolution Tesla, as I was mentioning, is so broken. He now uses this. So Evolution Tesla is gonna do a good job. Goblins really smart there to protect the void. And as you guys can see here, normally you could think maybe a tower trade for Logbait isn't the best thing, but Mo actually does what Mo does. He is not gonna play Knight there, no overcommit needed. And just the next Princess there. He goes in for arrows there. He's not going to be able to hit 2 out of them. He just goes in for a lock here to cycle. Now the arrow and now the Goblin is going to come down. He can just go for a Knight here because he knows it's over. He can just cycle another Tesla. It's Evolution Tesla. So GGs were played. And to be fair, this type of matter where like a ton of people are using beatdown decks, heavy decks, which I personally don't like to watch. It's really cool to see a skill player like Mohamed winning with Logbait in the Clash Royale League monthly final, in the actually final game, bro. This is unbelievable. So guys, next game up here, this is really interesting. So actually Tar uses a really interesting deck there with the Recruits, Lumberjack, like also Evolution Battleman. Honestly, Evolution Battleman fell off. Nobody like really uses that currently. But like you see, Mohamed Light just goes in aggressive and just goes in for the guards. So normally could think maybe that was a bit too aggressive, but he actually knows the guards are going to be able to get a ton of damage. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. The thing is, like, you could kind of think, okay, maybe it's just lucky what Mo does there, but he does it on purpose, bro. He's just winning after 1 minute, and I don't know how, I don't know why. I guess most of us would have played the RG in front. Yes, I get that, right? Playing the RG in front of the Firecracker because the Firecracker is still healthy. But nobody of us would have, I think, played the guards besides Mo and maybe a few other players on top of the world, like the best out of the best. And this is like what Mo does so good. He knows every single matchup. He knows exactly what the opponent has. You rarely see Mo being surprised about the opponent's decks. And this is what makes him so good. And this is what this is like what he does, bro. And of course, matchups also really helpful. Mo of a ton of times has the matchup because his coach Poolsy, aka Julesy, is really good. Of course, he's also doing it for me, and this is so great. We all know, like, Mo. I would say, if I would say what are the most best decks, Hog, Miner, RG. These are like the top 3 best decks, I would say. Of course, not like Mo. I mean, he can play every single deck, but if I have to name 3 decks, these are the decks I would name. So he goes in for an RG, they're really aggressive because he sees the tower is at 0. Dagger, so he just goes in for the guards once again because he knows how much vol the guards get. So look at this, bro. This is like so much damage. The Goblin Cage actually, or like the Brawler, is not even gonna get on top of the RG. So this is really good there. He just uses his Fisherman there. And now he can go for a Monk and the Firecracker spam. Bro, the Firecracker pick was so good. Like, I was out. And, like, man, look at the Firecracker value, bro. Like, Tar doesn't even have, like, he doesn't have even a Fireball, I think. So, he just goes in for the Rage there. The guards are going to be able to get on tower, or almost get on tower. So, now he can just go for an RG in case he wants to in the pocket, just to take tower. I mean, Evolution Battle Ram actually might get tower there, because in Rage is actually crazy, bro. Honestly, this is a matchup where I feel like it's really good for Mo, especially with like Mother Witch and Cracker. But I feel like Evolution Ram can be a bit tricky with Evolution recruits in hand. So now it's like a bracket reset because Mo came out of the lower bracket and Tar came out of the winner bracket. So now we're gonna go into deciding best of 3, and whoever wins this takes the championship. Now we're gonna go into the game here, number 1 in the second best of 3, and Tar just decides to go in immediately for his barrel, or like for his barrel, for his drill, and Mo uses Goblins and Lock there, and he just goes and Prince of the Bridge. And once again, we do see a bait deck, which is crazy, bro. Seeing back-to-back starts with bait in the final, bro. Even bait normally is not that good in the meta. At least that's what I would say. So Tar just goes in for his Monk in the back there. He just goes in Light, of course, to kind of block this. Even the Monk will get a ton of value. And it's a really good Cracker there, but Mo, of course, already early takes this type of value there. He also goes in for the drill for his barrel. To be honest, really good play there on Tar's end, making sure to play the perfectly the guards to make sure they're not going to take any damage. But now, Mo also goes for the aggressive build because he knows he still needs to commit something. And as you guys can see here, this is actually really worth it because once again, Tar has to go for Tesla. And it doesn't matter what Mo does, how aggressive it is, he always ends up being an elixir advantage. You really see Mo being low on elixir, bro. And I mean, this is just like, I think like there's no better player. That was, by the way, a crazy prediction of Tar. And that was a really bad night by Mo. But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, there's no other player I feel like which has so much control and always has the elixir advantage. But if you just feel like, it feels like he always has like 1 elixir more than you, and this kind of stacks up. So guards are coming down late there. He's just gonna go block the bridge, which is really smart. But you can completely counter. A drill with a log in case you get it in the right time. Mo played here like tiny second too late, but also good to see some misplays, if you want to call it. So Prince of the Bridge is so annoying, bro. Princess is like, it's crazy. So Mo is doing a good job there, continue up the pressure, and he uses his Goblin Barrel just whenever he feels like opponent doesn't have a locket cycle or this tower's out of daggers. So he just goes in for this. Play there. Is he going to go for Evolution Knight? Yes, he is going for the Evolution Knight there, of course, making sure that his boy is not going to get hit. And he now just goes in for pre-poison because he exactly knows no lock in hand. This is what Mo does there, and gets a ton of damage here. So now I think, is he going to go for a King to activation? Really good King to activation, bro. Flawless King to activation, actually. And now he has to go in there. He just goes in Goblins. And now he just goes in Prince at the Bridge to just make sure to apply aggression. Because maybe Tar could have gone for a pre-lock there. So he just goes in for this once again. No poison this time, I think. Really good guards there. He doesn't want to overcommit this time. And this is a matchup where you could think, bro, normally I would say Tar is the match advantage, bro. He got Cracker, he got Guards, he got Poison, he got Lock, but Princess is like such a big like impact, bro. If you would have a Dart Golem, example, it would have been over already. He goes in Poison there, really aggressive. As we all know, he just goes in for Tesla here at the bridge. He also goes in Goblins. He never lets the Monk block the, like get on top of the tower. And once again, the Prince is gonna come down. And actually, this is completely fine. So look at the Monk, bro. The Monk just gets straight, just goes in for Knight there. Barrel, really good play there from Tar. And I think this is like a situation where Tar kind of gets back into the game. Because he got a flawless defensive combo with a free win 6 trade. But Poise is gonna come down, so of course Mo was now like the elixir disadvantage, but I think it's fine. He just goes to Princess once again at the bridge, bro. Really good Evolution Tesla though to get a ton of value, but also really good Tesla. Monk is not gonna get any value so far. So good there. So he just goes in for this, so needs to be a bit careful there. He just goes in for Goblin, he just goes in Log. Perfect defense once again from Mohamed. Bro, watching this is better than any pawn, bro. So he just goes in for Knight. Really good Knight to block this. Goes in Tesla in the middle, just control. And he has to play a Poison where he doesn't want to play it. And Goblins, once again, bro. The Goblins, like, work is crazy. Card which you don't really see a ton of matter. They're just doing an exceptional job for Mo. They always get the bridge blocks. And, of course, also occasionally working well against the drill. So he goes for Tesla here. Perfect lock timing once again. And the control is incredible. So Tar actually does a pretty good job there. But so far, he's not going to be able. Of course, he gets always some chip damage. He's also doing a really good job. I don't really think Tar does a ton of mistakes, bro. And I think this is another point, bro, where you feel like sometimes you're playing really well against him with a matchup. You feel like it's good for you, but you're still not doing. You're still not going to get the damage down. So he just goes in for a lock there. Good lock, flawless defense, and the little prince is there on the map. And this is really important. Always cycling little prince opposite lane just to have the free cut cycle on the board. So actually, the princess doesn't get the shot. So this is really big now for Tar. So he needs to go now for his guards, for his, how's it called? Lock there, Goblin Murder just to bait out a lock, so the opponent actually can't go for this. Now he needs to be careful, he just goes in for Knight. The Goblins are actually getting some damage. He has to go Princess there to block this, but the tower's gonna go down to 493 against 506. What the hell, bro? That was so close at the end. I think it just showed Triple X time. Mo had to get the early damage, and he played aggressive early on. He played aggressive early on because he knew in Triple X time, normally he loses that. And honestly, he lost it in Triple X time, bro. If you're like kind of taking a look at the situation where both of them had it to double X time and Triple X time, he kind of lost his 600, 700 damage advantage just because in Triple X time with Drill Poison he can't do anything and Drill is way more consistent as a win condition compared to the Goblin Barrel. So guys, now of course Mo is one game away from taking the championship. So Tar has a must-win game. To be fair, he's not in the best psychologist spot, if you can say it like this. If you're losing the first game, I don't really think it does that, where if you're losing 3 games in a row, like, you don't really feel that way, because it's now a must-win situation for Tar. So, actually, Electro Giant's gonna come down. Really good Electro Giant here, and he just gets, like, a really good NATO. Tar decides to go for Void there, bro. Void is underrated crazy against tanks, bro. If you, like, don't have, like, anything in sight against Giant, against, like, Goblin Giant, against Electro Giant Golem, and you just need to defend it, bro, playing a Void on top of that is actually worth it, as you guys can see, especially against Electro Giant, but also against Warrior Giant, so as long as there are no real backup cards, right? So, now he goes in for the cage, and now Lava coming down opposite lane there from Tar. And this is now a really tough spot for Mo to be in. It seems like he just most likely has, like, Lightning left, and, like, Lightning, Nightbridge, where Nightbridge was kind of surprising. So, he goes in for Skeletons. And he just goes in for, like, really good Electro Giant blocking this. And I thought, like, okay, maybe a tower trade situation. But the Scale Dragon survives, actually, and gets so much value. No, it's actually not surviving. But, like, I think that was a pretty, like, good, like it's hard to, like, what the heck? What is even happening? How does Mo, no damage from Mo? I thought it was going to be a tower trade, and Mo actually got no damage there. This was crazy, bro. This was crazy. I guess the feelings for Mo was a kind of mistake there against this Lava Pups. But, bro, seeing this situation is crazy, bro. Because, like, you felt like Nightbridge was really good also against Void. Phoenix does overall pretty good. But this is, like, so impressing, I would say. So now, like, just goes in right-hand side. And he goes now for his cage there. Really good cage. And now he has to go Phoenix there. We all know that Phoenix is going to come down. So This is actually a really good defense from Mo there. And here I thought, okay, maybe Ta kind of threw this game away, especially with a really good Voider. Goblins are also kind of misplaced. So look at the volume Mo get off the Phoenix here, and look at the stuff on the board. There's not really that much stuff on the board anymore from Ta. So Mo kind of easily came back into this one. And now he goes for an Electro Giant there. Really good Evolution Zap though. And now the Foundering, of course, is going to get shredded by that. But look at this, bro. Look at the Evolution Valk just doing amazing work, bro. Evolution Valk is an underrated evolution, bro. Underrated, overrated, where's Cashman, bro? So he just goes enough for his balloon there. Because he can. He goes in for a high Void. I think he just goes to Zap like on top of the bats. Maybe I think would make sense. He does not do it for that. He just goes in for Phoenix. For Void of the Phoenix, which is actually fine. And the balloon might get a shot. Almost gets a shot, but now another Lamont at the bridge. We all know how like low Elixir Mo is. Also at the same time, his daggers are out. Like no daggers available, so you can just go for a Zap now. He goes in for Skadies first. He could go now for a Zap in case he wants to. Perfect Zap timing, making sure the Night Bridge gets targeted. And now he goes in for his Valk in the back, in the pocket to kind of tank for this. Use the Tornado there, but you all know it's over. Mo is still trying, bro, but this is gonna be a game, and now it's time for the final game. 1-1. Winner takes everything. I was actually watching this game live, and I'm gonna tell you, I already knew that Mo is, like, one of them is gonna win this game after a few seconds. So after seeing this type of start, seeing Mo cycling his Wizard into the bars, I was like, okay, this is a really good start for Mo. He will get a ton of lore, because after seeing the Ice Bird and the Wizard, I was like, most likely a Cycle deck. Makes sense. And I was like, most likely Mortar Miner. It was like, okay, Earthquake, right? It's a dual format, so most likely an Earthquake deck. Hawk, Mortar would have been most likely a deck pick from Mo there after seeing the first two cards. And now you're gonna see a big mistake from Ta. And this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. This Little Prince lost him the game, bro, because you can't play that aggressive with Little Prince. And in my opinion, it didn't really matter that Mo had Monk. There was a high possibility that he had Monk, but he could have had any other mini tank in this situation. And after seeing that play, bro, you kind of need to know the Wizard range is a bit bigger than the Prince range. In this type of scenario, you can see the situation is so bad. So he has to go for defensive giant to kite there. He goes in for a Night Bridge, but actually the Night Bridge is also not doing a great job there. You can go for bats, yes, of course, but still. The Monk gets on tower, good snowball there. Also the Mortars on tower now, and the situation is so good for Mo. So, like, I was already sure at this point that Mo is gonna win this game. Because look at the start, look at the situation, look at the aggression Mo can apply. And also, like, his cycle is perfect, bro. His cycle is perfect, bro. He can just go for another Mortar soon. And Ta has to go for Barbs, and we all know how good Evolution Wizard is, especially against a deck without having Monk and big spells. So he goes in for Snow, he just goes in for this again. So how is Ta gonna do something? He goes in Giant opposite, which can be okay, but it's like overall not the perfect play you want to do. So he just goes in for Guards. We all know how good Snowball is. He just goes in for his Wizard now. And so he has to go Night Bridge here, and the Wizard is just gonna kill everything, bro. He has no card against Wizard. Like the Wizard, bro, he has to go for this. But the Wizard now is just, he just goes in Monk because he knows like what is gonna happen now. We all know it's gonna happen now. He goes in for Barbs now. He has to go Barbs, but I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this Barbs, bro. Boom! This is over. GG's. Mo wins. Mo wins. Mo won at this time, bro. And this is right now just like we can go to double time speed. It's really boring to watch now. Because we all know Mo is gonna win now, bro. There's no way for Ta to come back. He can just play perfect defense. He also got an EQ as the last card, and also Hawk. These are like his last two cards for the stack. And he just does an absolutely incredible job. Also perfect, of course, that he got now the evolution model for double X time. This is always what you want to have. Double X time, you want to have the first evolution model ready. And like Wizard, bro. Wizard is so good in this type of matchup. So I can't believe I would have ever say that. But like Wizard actually is so good in this matchup. Really good Snowball, perfect timing. Since the recent evolution bats nerf, it's way easier to now kill them with Snowball and Zap before they're healing up, because it takes way more time for them. And now Mo is gonna win this one. He's a back-to-back champion of the Clash Royale League monthly finals. I hope you guys enjoyed this Clash Royale video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that gameplay. I hope if you guys want to see that a bit more often, this would be really cool. And now I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. Use code more in the shop. Goodbye.